What's up, everybody? So I found a video that I hadn't really ever seen before, and it's from 2014. And from 2014, 2015, 2016, there really isn't that much documented and saved from Rax. I'm sure that he was posting tons of stuff, but I guess at that point in time, most of his stuff didn't get saved. And I'm sure he even was posting like on MySpace. He's old enough to have like had a MySpace. So I'm sure there's tons of like lost stuff. But what really like tripped me out about this one is the fact that Heather number one is in it. And it's from 2014 in September. So the first time that Heather number one's in a video is in January of 2013. So I didn't know that that relationship was that long. It was over a year. It was like a year and 9 months, at least, according to the time in the videos. And she looks really strange in it. At first, in the first part of the video, it doesn't really look like Heather number one. It looks like maybe a third mysterious, or like a fourth even, mysterious Heather. But whenever they come back from the zoo. Yeah, they're going to the zoo with Jake, apparently. So let's just watch it.
What's going on, everybody? This is Chance, aka Blade, and I want to welcome you guys to the one and only Underground Show. First off, right off the bat, I want to say congrats.
Underground because he's like, the crypt keeper. And it's funny he's got some sort of watermark on whatever editing program he was using. It's too small for me to be able to read, but I'm sure it says something like trial version.
To Seattle Seahawks for their win against Green Bay. Y'all deserve that. 12-man army all the way. As y'all can see, I'm rocking.
There's Heather number one, but kind of looking like Heather number two almost a little bit.
And the Seahawks.
Look at that. She's like a shapeshifter. It's so strange. That right there does not look like Heather number one.
Go right there.
But maybe it's just bad resolution. And what is that supposed to be? I'm not even really paying attention to what he has. He has a little like toy, like Dippin' Dots stuck together toy of a Punisher skull or something. But look at crazy looking Heather back there.
A little close to that Heather right back here behind me.
He pointed her out.
Hello, guys.
Oh my god. Wait till that thing goes away and we'll address the ear bob.
And she also is rocking, I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but it's
It's always terrible. Like, I don't know if you can see it or not. Like, no quality. And it's never lined up right. I guess it's just because his eyes are both which away. But nothing's ever lined up right.
yeah, you can see that. Seahawks logo right there.
I've seen those things before. I think like even Chris Chan had a bunch of those things. I feel like it was some kind of weird activity that maybe was kind of popular in the late 80s. Or maybe I'm thinking of something else. It was like kind of weird, stuck together globs of goo. That's pretty much what it was. It was just like wet globs of goo, I think, that was stuck together. I've only ever saw finished ones at like other people's houses that I went to, but they were just kind of weird.
Rocking Seattle, like always. I also want to give a huge shout out to Nando
Is he wearing a puka shell necklace though?
Rodriguez in Germany.
God, she almost looks like gothy a little bit right there at that angle.
Amazing.
But I don't know. I think it's just the angle and weirdness.
But anyways.
I love you, you're funny.
The way that she said that was kind of Forrest Gumpy a little bit. Like that far gone.
Anyways, get down to business. My homie and best friend,
But, maybe not a savant.
David Gonzalez, aka
Who's this other best friend now? David Gonzalez.
Cryptic Wisdom. If you guys haven't heard of him, check him out. He has a new album coming out called X's Nose.
He's amazing.
Jumping up in the background, like chiming in. God. So there's a year of Heather number one footage out there somewhere, possibly, with her saying weird stuff, chiming in and doing weird stuff like that. I mean, I just thought she was there for a little bit of time, but like that's like a whole year apparently, or at least more.
You guys will love him. He's a rap artist, but he has that rock style in his work, so I mean that's all good. And definitely a huge shout out to Soldier Hard.
So you think all these people he's just naming are all like playing pretend, or they're just like people he met on like some Facebook group, like Akron local like music promotion, and it's all just a bunch of like vaguely Cyraxx-esque juggalo type guys who are just like, yeah, we're making some songs, blah, 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 or whatever they do.
Panda, J Deuce, and everybody on Redcon 1, including Stephen Hobbs.
Hell yeah.
And a huge shout out to NSA.
Oh, it's so strange. Heather number one is a strange one, I tell you. But also, do you think that he was just tricking her by saying all this stuff and be like, yeah, look, I'm working on this, playing like the music, that how he like says and does everything online and tries to pretend and say it to everyone else? Like Heather number one, I know Heather number two believed it enough that she came and moved down, but Heather number one seems like she was like way into it. Like, yeah, like fully in that delusion.
Salo and everybody on that. What's going on, everybody? Keep rocking what you're doing. Anyways, this show is all about you guys and what you want to see.
Oh, really? What we want to see? What you won't like dance or do the right comedy?
We'll be posting of different stuff like art that I've done and stuff that Heather's done, like you just recently seen. Also stuff like...
There it is. Look at that ear bob. And when I was putting the subtitles on this, I got to laughing because I was like, wait a minute. I just saw the other ear. He didn't have the ear bob on the other ear, but he has it on the right ear. And I always remember, like, you know, the old schoolhouse recess saying about left being right and right being wrong. And that's straight up like a little ear bob. It's not even an ear ring. It is like the fruitiest thing.
Like stuff like this little dude right here. Hold on. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. If y'all can't see him, that's Zero from...
I mean, I guess it's kind of like the same thing. As those gooey blobs stuck together. But those look like straws, almost.
The Mega Man series, so if you're a Mega Man fan, you'll definitely like that. Also...
Oh, God, the ear bob. It makes him look like a villain character in, like, Tales from the Crypt, Bordello of Blood, some, like, little gross little vampire, Renfield goblin who carries away the bodies. I know there's something vaguely like that in that movie that's triggering my brain to make me think about it, but he fit right in with that little earring.
I will definitely be reviewing just different stuff, like stuff from the 90s, like Nintendo Power, and different shows and stuff as well.
Nintendo Power. Oh my God. Where's he going to get them at? Is he going to order them? Because I think those are pretty, like, kind of like pricey, some of them nowadays. He just tries everything. And the other video we're going to watch after this just proves he literally, like, will just dabble his toes in any kind of, like, video making format that he thinks he can do. He just sees something and imitates it.
So if you're from, like, the 90s or even before that, like the 80s and stuff, some of you might know, like, what I post up stuff, so, and that's all good and stuff. We're getting ready to go to Akron Zoo with my little brother.
There you go. Akron Zoo. And he's saying my little brother Jake. He's going to go with Jake. I'm assuming it's got to be security Jake. That's the only Jake that lives vaguely around him that he used to like go out and about with. But it's funny he's calling him his little brother when he like towers over him and like picks him up and stuff.
Jake here in a bit, so I mean that's all good and fun. So,
Going to the zoo. Big boy field trip. Day out at the zoo.
can't wait to do that. That's gonna be pretty fun. So that'll wrap it up for this segment for
I think this is the first time he ever went to the zoo.
right now. What up, guys? It's Chance. We just got back from the Akron Zoo.
See, now Heather 1 looks a little more like Heather 1.
Let me tell you guys, it was
A little bit, but still very odd compared to the first one. I guess it's been a year. She's been living with Cyraxx. She's definitely been more haggard, I'm sure. Like she's lost any sort of like innocence she ever had living with Cyraxx.
fun. He had some crazy massive animals, literally taller than me.
Massive tall animals, taller than me. It was just something normal, like a pot-bellied pig, a goat.
And I'm only 5'3", so they were
Oh, I'm only 5'3". I don't know. I think he might be a little bit shorter than that. He's like smudging the numbers a little bit. I think Charles Manson also did that. He used to always like be like, "No, I'm this tall." I forget exactly how tall it is, but he's a short little feller as well. And he'd always get mad, like fudge the numbers, make himself seem taller, just a couple like inches or something.
huge. This is going to end today's vlog. Put in the comments below or on the side, depending on where you're watching it, whether
She looks even more like Sally here in this video than any of his other Sally like duplication girlfriends ever did. This is scary. Oh, ooh, that's a good like spooky story. Cyraxx is like trying to get Sally some like doppelgangers, you know, they like go and they live in that house and slowly like turn into her, and then she's gonna like put her soul over into that girl and like become the new whatever, you know, she's gonna live again in that girl. Cyraxx is gonna like, you know, get it all to a Chris Chan then after that is complete in his girlfriend mom witch story.
it's on Facebook or YouTube.
Hi guys.
Post what you guys want us to do, like what you want to see us do. Like, it has to be within reason, though. Like, it can't be like the ice bucket challenge or anything like that. Like,
It has to be within reason. I'm lazy and I'm not gonna do something if I don't want to do it.
let us know what you guys want to see. Like, maybe we can work something out. But, until next time, this is the end of this vlog, so we'll catch you guys next time. Peace, guys.
Peace out.
Alright. I wonder what other kind of videos there are. So somewhere out there, I'm sure, possibly, there has to be videos, more videos from 2014, 15, 16. And more from 2013. There's got to be more like Heather 1 videos somewhere. So here's another one that's a pretty good one. It's where he's imitating being a urban explorer outside channel. Like, let's go explore. And it's so weird seeing him out and about in daylight in the woods.
What's up, guys? It's your boy, the Urban Explorer Virus. If you didn't know, I'm actually back here in the woods in Akron, Ohio.
Where I hide my victims.
Um,
Right down there in that, like, hole. Or, like, that's where his, like, true, like, family lives. Because he's a nasty little changeling.
this right here is actually a guardrail to an old road that used to come through here. Like, if you can see, And then back in here is actually, this used to be connected to this right here, which I don't know if you guys can see or not. But back in here, this all used to be one big swimming pool.
So I don't know what he's talking about the swimming pool. I know there totally used to be public pools, and then they closed down. But it seems like there'd be a little bit more than just something on the ground. It seems just like the foundation of something that used to be there. Or maybe it seemed like there was a overpass with water. Something to do with that. Some sort of watershed or something.
Like, this all used to be a swimming pool back in the early 50s, 60s. I don't know if I can get in there because of all these freaking prick bushes. Oh.
It's vaguely funny, just a little bit. Prick bushes instead of like prickly bushes.
All this used to be a swimming pool at one point. Like where, I don't know if you can see through the trees, but back in here, that used to be a swimming pool back in the early 50s, 60s. I think mid to late 70s. So there is this. Let's head back over here.
I see, because that's just like where the water's coming from underneath the road. I don't know if that would be a swimming pool.
And I was...
There we go. Look how like spooky he looks in those like dead tree forest. Straight. Oh, he's got scary glasses on too. Dark eyes.
See you guys at the next location on this urban exploration adventure.
Some kind of scary bug man. That's straight out of Wrong Turn.
Love you guys. Peace. What's up, guys?
I'm here. I'm about to get ran over by a train, y'all. Oh God.
It's here.
Just like Abby.
Back again. If you guys don't know, I'm actually standing on an old railroad. Like, this all used to be a railroad. This one over here, I don't know if you guys can see or not, but it's actually closed off.
It was so funny with the whole, oh, we're gonna get you for being on trains. That was so stupid. You were on a train, Cyraxx. We're gonna get you for being on a train. Just the most petty, the pettiest of all, like petty, like, oh, it's federally illegal to be on a train. You're messing around with those trains, and then they derailed, and there's a chemical spill.
Don't mind the gear. But that's a railroad here that you actually closed off. You can't go on it anymore. And then it goes to the other side as well. Now, another cool thing that...
I'm sorry. It's just so stupid. Got you for being on a train, Cyrax.
is awesome back in here is actually this. That's been going since like the 1800s, I believe. But this is all an old railroad yard. You got the railroad yard back here in the far back. Like, I don't know if you guys can see.
I mean, that is like an active rail station, and he really could like probably mess something up because he's Cyraxx. He's really, 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 really dumb.
Get off, and this is what's like way back there.
Like pull like a lever, like I didn't know. I thought it was an abandoned rail station. So yeah, I could see like how it's a problem for him doing it, but just like to call him out on it, so funny.
But yeah. As you guys can see, there's another building back in here.
He's showing all his locations of where he's gonna sleep at when he's homeless.
I'll walk over here for you guys.
I also like how this one too has the watermark. It's always the trial versions. He's never gonna have one that doesn't have the watermark.
And shout out to everybody who watches this. You guys are fucking amazing.
So now he can get ran over by a train.
But if you guys look, this is the railroad that's currently in use, and whew, it stinks.
I do laugh on that too. He's saying the railroad stinks. I know he's referring to like that tar smell that it has, and maybe even that building over there letting off some like gases or whatever. But for him to say anything stinks, and especially anything that's outside in the world, is insane to me.
Well, with that being said, guys, this is part 2 of my urban exploration adventures, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. What's up, guys?
Alright, this is the funniest one. He's so scared. He's like a scared little kid in this one, like, ooh, I'm gonna get in trouble.
Guys, Virus here on the last location of this urban exploration trip. As you can see, I'm inside of what looks to be like an old school building.
I don't know why he thinks it's a school building. He's heard stories of like one-room schoolhouses before. Sally's like, I had to walk uphill in a one-room schoolhouse. And so he thinks that that's what this is.
Or some kind of lake building or something. Just take a look at this. You got some graffiti right there, which is dope.
The most like basic writing.
And then you got SARS. And SARS is actually a local graffiti artist around here. He's actually hella dope. He's a tagger mostly.
He's like seen that somewhere else. So he's like, yeah, he's my best friend.
But as you guys can see, you got the old fireplace.
As you guys can see.
Got an old slide. Let's take a look back in here, see what we can find. Because even though I'm not supposed to be back here, I came back here because, you know, it's urban exploration. This is what we do.
Jew. I can't even say it like he did. That was so crazy. Even though I'm not supposed to be back here, I'm scared I'm gonna get in trouble. I'm gonna get chewed out by Sally. Sally's like, Chance, how many times have I told you not to be going into them old buildings? It's gonna fall in and crush you.
There's 4 old abandoned buildings. You got some kind of piping laying over here. But anyways, guys, I better get out of here before I get caught. But with that being said, guys.
Could you imagine someone just happened going by and seeing him in that abandoned building? They would swear they saw like a cryptid. I'm sure like there are reports like, I saw something scary. Some kind of crazy thing out in that old abandoned building.
Oh yeah, I just not noticed. You guys looking at that far wall, there's a peace sign over there. But with that being said, guys, this has been Virus with the urban exploration of Akron.
He always has such like weird, goofy, child wanting to be edgy names. Virus, Shadowblade,
Around Summit Lake. But yeah, got like some kind of bouncy ball or something down there. I don't know what that is. I'm not even gonna bother with that.
Oh, you know what? The baby ball? I don't even think that's what it was, but that's what he called it. But it's like Friday the 13th. Summit Lake's Crystal Lake. He's the monster.
You guys can see it's kind of caving in right here.
That's where he's gonna go live. Like I said, though, that's where he's gonna go live and sleep whenever he's homeless.
In various spots. You got C-Star 77 right there. But yeah, this has been the conclusion to this exploration, and I'll see you guys later, man. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.
Anyways, crazy that he went outside once in his life. And it's also crazy that there's probably tons of videos just out there somewhere. Lost media of Cyraxx. Anyways, thanks everybody. I'll see you guys later.